All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elect in 1/3, and Adawan Ratazah. This lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and the Wada Abanawa Yahweh Bahashem El Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Forgive me the instant. And as the title reads, did you know the F to the DA approved this? Okay. Did you know the F to the DA approved this? All right. And I'm going into a lesson pertaining to the MOTB. All right. Pertaining to the mark of the beast. And ultimately, this is the Rachakwadash. Okay. This is the Holy Spirit inspiring us, okay, to prophesy before, this takes place. And since I said that, what I want to do is let's start off with what is the testimony of Yahweh Shai? Okay, you have a lot of men. Immediately, I'm thinking about the warning that Yahweh Shai gave us about false anointed, okay, false prophets. All right, and if they are not in the spirit of prophecy, that is because Yahweh Shai, all right, is not inspiring them. This is Revelations 19:10. And if you have a problem with this, you don't got to watch it. Okay. If you had a problem hearing about prophecy before it happens, you don't have to watch it. You can go up, go in the midst of darkness. You can go be in the world. You can go be in the flesh. You can go be a fucking mere mortal until the destruction comes. Okay. But if this moves in your spirit, well, listen. All right. Watch this and listen if you want to live. Revelations 19:10, and I fell at his feet to worship him, which is John the Revelator falling at the feet of an angel who is also a part of our Akim, all right, our brethren. It says, and he said unto me, see thou do it not, I am thy fellow servant. Okay, so angels, okay, have a job to do too. All right, even Esau Edom has admitted, according to his studies of science, that the so-called naked eye can't see everything around us or hear everything around us, which is true, which that's Esau admitting that there is a spirit realm, okay? And it says, I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. The letter J was the last letter created in the alphabet. It was actually created in 1524, but the average Christian won't adhere to that. Okay. And then, I'm still going to call on good for you. Call on Jesus. Jesus just means earth dirt, earth pig. It says the testimony of Yahweh Shai, worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Okay. It's the spirit of prophecy. And we are to meditate in prophecy. All right. That's our main focus. Now, let me actually do this. Okay, look at right here. All right. Did the F to the DA approve CHIP to be into humans? Yes. Okay. Yes. The U.S. Babylonian F to the DA did approve and clear the MOTB October 2004. Okay. So for some of you, this may be old news, but it was on my spirit to bring it back out because things like this can't just go swept under the rug. There's so much information that just gets swept under the rug because the social media machine has changed 15 minutes of fame into 15 seconds of fame. So there's so much information that is just going out that, people are forgetting a lot of vital information, if that's the word. All right, let's go real quick to this. Excuse me. All right, this is Daniel's 12 and Daniel's 12:4. It says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. So this proves that Christians don't have the truth. This proves that we have the truth according to the Holy Spirit, because this truth has been sealed. That's why it says in Colossians, all right, let's grab that real quick. Okay, this is prophecy that's getting ready to happen. All right, and watch the stock of the Hebrew Israelite elect man raised through the roof in these last days, okay? Because right now, the creature, like we were at once subject to vanity, okay, the creature is worshiping the creature more than the creator, and soon the creature is going to see who the creator is dealing with, and that is the elect Israelite man, okay? And we have been blessed to be given this knowledge, this information, this truth, and you're going to see the creature react very soon to those that have this truth, all right? Because we are the Illuminati on the right-hand side. Illuminati or illumination, okay, just means to be enlightened. We are enlightened on the right-hand side. Look at what people do to sellouts and, Luciferians on the left-hand side, all right? You people worship Satan worshipers. You people worship devil worshipers, all right? You women love wicked niggas. So how much more righteous Israelite elected men in the time of trouble that's at hand? Okay, it's going to shift very soon. This is Colossians 1:26. Even the mystery which has been hid from ages, see, mystery, hid, sealed, hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, which is us. Okay, this mystery, mysterion, is not revealed to mere mortals. All right. Now, we could go into this word, but that's what this word mystery means, mere mortals. All right. But it's only given to the initiated few. Okay. So it says Daniel's 12:4. And I'm reading these precepts first because this is all backed by biblical scriptures, and we filter everything through the scriptures. And then I'm going to read a little bit into the chat GPT because Adon Ratazah, this video doesn't get flagged. So I'm kind of, letting it run for a little bit. Then we're going to go into some edgy information. It kind of reminds me of the scene in Goodfellas where they would let their wives speak for the first couple minutes on the phone. And then the FBI would stop listening because legally they couldn't listen to their conversation if it didn't have any criminal activity going on. So we're going to yikwab them, right? It says, but thou, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. So this proves we're at the end. It says, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Okay, so we're being increased in knowledge while the rest of the world is being increased in folly. All right, wickedness, adultery. This is why Yahweh Shai said this is a wicked and adulterous generation. And we see it. Okay, we see it. And it's on our spirit to separate ourselves from this base, wicked, adulterous generation. Okay, and prophecy keeps us near Yahweh Bashem El Shai. And watch how prophecy is going to turn these people's cares and concerns to a whole different plateau. Okay. Now that I got that out the way, I'm going to hold Ezekiel 39. Let's go into this information. I know some of you brothers are aware of this, but like I said, we're moved through the Holy Spirit. So immediately as I was sitting here meditating upon a lesson to do, because the Wadi Al Bashem Shai for not allowing me to be on the plantation today, we're fucking worn out. Excuse my language, but, got some free time. So in our free time, okay, what do? We dedicate our time to Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash, because we are living sacrifices, all right? Like the scriptures say, don't be weary in well-doing. We get up every fucking day to go to bitch-ass work. Excuse me, I'm just speaking freely right now. We get up to go to work. We clock in. We make sure we're on time for mere mortal Edomite bullshit. So, when I have the ability and time, hey, I run to the altar, man. I run to the altar. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into this. It says, did the F to the D to the A approve the CHIP? And it did. Okay. It absolutely did. Okay. So now let's jump right into this. I'm going to go into this information. All right. Now check this out. Look at this. Why did they approve this? Okay. Why did they approve this? Because this is prophecy. All right. If you're not following Great Millstone and you're following a T-shirt fringe Israelite group, go ask them. All right. Go ask them about this. Okay. And I pray to Yahweh Bashem El Shai, and I believe in the spirit. He's gonna start having these questions be brought up more, just like the name. Okay. Look how IUIC acts when the name's brought up. Look at how these camps act when the CHIP is brought up. What did the one individual in the camp say? We ain't talking about no CHIP. When you talking about a chip, you go to store with that. Yeah, all right. See if you could say that to somebody when this shit is going down, man. And let's not forget General Yohana, Okay, he told you to go down and take that jump shot, man. I'm not letting that shit go, man. And I'm not letting it go because it's the Holy Spirit not allowing me to let it go, because man's goings are of the Lord. All right. So now they approve this, man. Okay, this was approved. All right, this was approved. So then I asked, okay, you can look it up yourself. Then I asked, you know what? Let's do this real quick. Let's see if we can sneak this out real quick. Watch this. Which very means one. Let me see, meaning. I think it means one or true. Yeah, true. Okay, in Latin. Look, so they approved a real C-hip. They approved a real C-hip. Okay. So if the government already approved it, what you think that means? So now let's put this. All right, let's see if we can do some let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Wow, look at that. All right. It says it now obsolete. No. It's approved. They just took it off the shelf for marketing, I believe, in 2010 or 12. Okay. This has already been approved. All right. There you go. All right. Now I'm about to backpedal. Okay. So it's out there. There it is. All right. So they approved it. Okay. It's been approved since 2004. And then we can put our tinfoil hats on. 4 + 2 is 6. 6 times 3, 18, 666. I'm being funny, biblically funny. Okay, so check this out. I said, what scenario could play out to lead to the Babylonian government to enforce this approved device on its citizens? What could play out? What could play out? And look what this chat GPT says. It says, that's a really important question. And also one where I need to be careful. Told you this thing's a spirit. It says the Babylonian government is not currently. Yeah. Well, let's go to Revelations 13. Okay. Yeah. And I'm going to go into the scenarios and watch this. Every scenario is damn near a prophecy waiting to happen. Revelations 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast. This beast is referring to Babylon, okay, just like the little horn in Daniel 7. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, right, coming up out into rulership, and had 2 horns like a lamb. And did you know a lamb that has 2 horns is also a ram? It had 2 horns like a lamb, all right, peaceful, Biden. Because I was thinking about it earlier. I'm like, what if Kurt Cobain got taken out under Biden? You know, what would have happened? You know, this is why Nero is the perfect king for these scenarios to play out, because he's looked at as an enforcer. All right. That's why he's that cruel Lord, because he's going to need to be cruel in order to rule. It says, and he spake as a dragon, draconian. Okay. Meaning, the smallest infringement is going to come down with great force, just like the ancient Roman Empire. Excuse me, I'm thinking like 4 different things at once. Because I seen Drake, it made me think of Drake, a dragon. Okay, so now from there, let's get some more information for you. All right, Yahushua said, feed my sheep. So we're here to feed you. We're not here to feed you folly. Okay, we're not here to feed you bullshit. Okay, because that's been real heavy on my spirit lately, is who else is giving us this information, man? Okay, so going back, it says that's a very important question. The Babylonian government is not currently enforcing, but soon when that dragon starts speaking, all right, it's going to be enforcing. All right, it says, but I can walk you through possible scenarios people speculate about sometimes in policy discussions. Yeah, remember Biden said you will rule on this device in your tenure. Okay, let's watch this. Biden, let me put Biden as a senator. Let's go here. Biden as a senator, and then let's put spoke. Let me take the caps off. Excuse me. Spoke about a C-hip. Let's see what happens. Let's go here. I might have to put that in literally. Let's just see what AI says. Look at this. Look at this. Look, during 2000. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me in 2005, he spoke about the MOTB, but in 2004, the F to the DA approved this? Look at somebody cue one of those Instagram sound bites, Look at that. October 2004, the F to the DA approved this. And then, coincidentally, which coincidence means to fall together. Then in 2005, Biden spoke about this. Isn't that funny? Okay, what you really should be asking is why in 2025 are not all Hebrew Israelite camps speaking about this? Okay, because the Lord is not dealing with all of Israel. Okay, so now look at this. Okay, as Senator Joseph Biden spoke about using electronic ID tags or microchips for security purposes. See that during 05. Okay, hearing on look, oh, F to the DA. What's the D stand for? All right. Biden, blah, 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 blah. Tag packages. Okay, said not people. All right, but you get the point. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's go into some scenarios. All right. So let's see what it says. Look at it. Public health and emergency. Okay, so emergency situation. Okay, a state of emergency situation. National security. Look, to counter. All right. It says after a major T attack, policymakers could frame ID CHIPs as a tool to prevent identity fraud, track high. Oh, well, didn't they put ankle monitors on Jake to track them? All right, let's see what else. Oh, digital economy. Wait a minute. It says if cash were phased out, which cash is being phased out, a digital identity became essential for banking, and future government or corporation coalition could claim that the MOTB IDs reduce theft. Well, that's why it says, let's go back to Rev 13. Let's go back to Rev 13 and let's jump down. What did it say? Buying and selling. See? Buying and selling. Matthew's Revelations 13 and 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. There you go. Okay, so they're giving you scenarios how an approved device from the F to the DA could be enforced by the government. And one example is a digital economy. You see that? A digital economy. So why are other Hebrew Israelite t-shirt fringe camps silent about this? Because the Lord's not dealing with them. They don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shai, which is the testament of Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy. Okay. Oh, look at this one. Voluntary to mandatory, just like the jump shot. Okay. Look, start voluntary. Didn't they start voluntary before? For ID, jobs, military, prisons, or welfare programs. So it makes sense why they're cutting welfare so that they can get the general public of people, Proverbs 12 and 10 just came to mind, so they can get the general public of people into a very low position where they're willing to accept whatever they have just to get back to comfortability. Proverbs 12 and 10, a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Why? Because he is a cruel Lord. Let's go to that real quick since the word cruel popped up. Okay. Isaiah 19 and 4. And the Egyptians will I give over the Egyptians, the American population of people, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Okay. Cruel. Gradualism. All right. Gradualism. It's gradually taking place. Now, I remember on this New World Order book that I got, it's in my camp bag. I'll show you what's the New World Order is taking place right now. And they're having you distracted by martyrism. Okay. New World Order book. It says in this book, I could read it verbatim, but I'm just gonna quote it because I'm not here to lie to you. All right. Like these other so-called Israelite teachers. In this book, they said that they would bring in the New World Order piece by piece, gradualism. Okay, so it's taking place. So what they're doing is they're getting the general public of people in a position of fear, fright, and emotion. So when the government starts instituting ways to stop what's scaring you, people are going to be more acceptable to it because they believe it will help and not harm, which is complete the contrary. Remember, he's the father of lies. Okay, the thief came to steal and to kill and destroy. All right, that's what they're doing. Let's go back. So it's going to start voluntary. Okay. And you brothers out there, man, you brothers and you sisters, man, can you imagine, all right, when this happens, like how we're going to be reacting? You're going to have none but videos about the market of beast. That proves why it's going to be a famine of hearing the word, because they're going to have to clip us, man. They're going to have to clip us. Okay, because you think we're going to be sitting silent. And the most beautiful part about this all is when this prophecy starts kicking off in full swing, I'm a subscribe to every IUIC channel. I'm going to subscribe to ISBK. I want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear what you got to say. All right. Look, normalize it. People accept it in small steps. This is why years ago, that weirdo, which you don't even see him anymore, he got it. What the hell was his name? What the fuck? The brother would know his name. He brought it up at camp the other day. What the fuck was that loser? He had pink hair. He was a rapper. Let me try this. Rapper gets, let me see. I really hope this don't get clipped. Let me see what comes up. Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, this is an idiot. All right. It wasn't this loser. It was another. I made a video on this guy. He actually messaged me. See, this proves we don't lie. This guy actually met, not Uzi Vert. What was the one dude? He was a weirdo. He had got the C hip, but then he got it removed. Let me go to images. It don't matter. His dumbass. Jake destroyed, man. I'll leave Jake alone. Leave Jake alone, man. Remember 2/3. Anyways, this loser, he had got, but there was another rapper, not Tekashi. There's another rapper. He had got actually a C hit put in him, and then he got it removed. Let's put removed. What the hell is his name? I can't remember his name. That proves he's a nobody. No. Damn, 24 million? No, that's not his name. There was another rapper. Who actually got the C hip, then he got it removed. And this loser, I did a video on him. He actually found me and told me he believes in Jesus. So I said, why are you pushing transhumanism on our people then? So that proves that the elite are using these lost Jakes as influencers to get the masses of our people. So anyways, back to the task at hand. It'll probably come up later. If it does, I'll do another lesson on it. It says normalize it. People accept it in small steps. Let's go to the law. We didn't finish this, so we're going to finish that. Let's go to Exodus. All right, see, the law is important. Exodus 23. And let's read this in another translation. Watch this. Let's go to the NLT. All right, watch this. This is Exodus 23:2. You must not follow the crowd in doing wrong. When you are called to testify in a dispute, do not be swayed by the crowd to twist justice. See, what do they call that? You're being influenced. Women are victims of that. All right. And you women, you better not, you sisters out there, you better not be allowing these fucking wicked women to influence you into a path of destruction. Because if they do, then that means you're not of the elect. And moving forward for you brothers and sisters, just start operating and tell these demons, if I do that, then that means I'm not of the elect. Just like how Yahushua had that conversation with Satan. He said, we ain't gonna tempt the Lord. But see, people are gonna follow crowds to do wrong. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a lot of people following the crowd to do wrong. Okay. It says mandated, claiming it for safety, fraud prevention, and national security. See? So something's gonna happen that's gonna cause people to have another boogeyman, just like they did with the vid, just like they did with 911. Okay. This is a pathway people worry about most because it mirrors how some security, blah, 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 blah. All right. Barriers to enforcement. That's why they're going to cut. You don't even have constitutional rights. Kid Boo. Thank you, brother. Thank you, my brother. I was going to say Majin Buu. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Gonna give you some gifts in the kingdom. Let me put that in real quick. Kid Boo. What a loser. Kid Boo. Yep. Look at him. Look at him. Look at his lost soul. All right. Valley Dry Bones. See the skeletons. All right. You notice Jake associates himself with a lot of skeletons. So let's put let me see real quick. Implant. What you mean? See, tries to remove. See, 2019. Look at that. Okay, look at that. And look at this fucking weirdo. Of course, she's got 47 of them. All right. See that? Fucking fickle, deprived of wisdom. All right. I don't even feel sorry for her husband because a wicked woman to a wicked man. But thank you, brother. Just wanted to prove our point. The Constitution is going to be canceled. You people don't even have a constitution. Okay. You don't even have constitutional rights. Public resistance. Of course they're going to resist. That's why Isaiah 19, Egyptian versus Egyptian. So while the F to the DA approved this device in 04, the approval was only for safety and 911 reasons. Okay, for the government to enforce something like the True CHIP nationwide, it would take extreme national crisis. Well, does the Bible speak about extreme? It does. And let's prove it right here. Jeremiah 30. This proves Jacob's trouble. One of the biggest troubles Jake will be in is going to be the mandatory CHIPing. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he being the elect, shall be saved out of it. Okay, and saved out of the ultimately the destruction. Isaiah 19 and 4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of the cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashemel Shai of hosts. So there you go, man. Okay, let's see what else they got. All right, that was the point. Okay, we got our point. So I just want to do this quick lesson. Oh, look, new federal laws. We can't end it without another precept. Isaiah. Oh, my phone just died. All right, let's end this lesson. Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, new federal laws. And notice how the federal government is involved now in a lot of crimes that are taking place. Let's actually look up these translations here. Let me see here. Federal law, unrighteous decree, unjust judges, unjust laws, federal laws. Woe to those who make unjust federal laws, to those who issue oppressive decrees. That's exactly what's getting ready to happen. Okay, so this is prophecy is getting ready to take place. We're just waiting. Let me just go back. We're just waiting for the right scenario to play out. Okay, so any minute, big bada boom is going to take place. It's going to be the blame game. Remember, he is the accuser. So also understand that too, brothers. We're going to get accused. We're going to be lied upon. Yahweh Shai was lied upon. Okay, so just a time to lock in the spirit, and understand, what the necessary steps are for us to ultimately get into the kingdom. So I just wanted to do a quick lesson on that. Did you know the F to the DA approved this? And they did. So that shows you right there how easy the MOTB will be introduced to the general public of people through the Babylonian government. And that's what's going to happen. And also, let me add, and also the world. Okay, also the world. So I pray that this lesson was edifying, comforting, and exhorting. And I just want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.